Hey guys, JPMX21 here. Welcome back to another one of our WWE pay-per-views, previews slash reviews. And this time we are here to do the WWE review for TLC, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs. The last Smackdown pay-per-view of this year. And yes, we didn't have a preview. I did leave my predictions on Twitter. But very quickly, I can tell you what my predictions were heading to this pay-per-view. So my predictions were Bray and Randy, Carmella, The Miz, it was Corbin, it was Becky, it was AJ. So those were my predictions. If you didn't check out my Twitter, those were my predictions. But now that the pay-per-view happened, I think it was a good pay-per-view. It was not the best pay-per-view that SmackDown only produced. I think it was a bit better than No Mercy, because it was better than No Mercy, but not better than Backlash. Backlash was hands down best pay-per-view that SmackDown produced this year. The other three exclusive pay-per-views, I think it was the best pay-per-view that SmackDown produced. But yeah, I think it was a good pay-per-view. And although Backlash was still in the top of best pay-per-views of the year in general, even better than WrestleMania. I think Backlash was even better than WrestleMania, but still. Either way, we're gonna go through all of the 7 matches. I believe there are 7 matches. Yeah, there are 7 matches. I'm gonna go through all of them one by one and give them a rating from 0 to 5. So, starting up, we have a 10-man tag team match. We had the Hype Bros, the Hype Bros, American Alpha, and Apollo Crews defeating Kurt Hawkins, the Vaudevillains, and the Ascension. And the match was actually really good. And let me, there's the spoiler who won, but who really cares about that? I think SmackDown is doing a good job on opening I don't know, like I think WWE is doing a good job on the opening on the pre-shows, because what was the pre-show on Survivor Series? Because that was it was the Cruiserweights. The Cruiserweight was actually as a pre-show on the pre-show was actually really good as well on Survivor Series. So yeah, that was the thing. It was really good, and I think this match was also good as well. Glad that American Alpha got the pin. Not gonna really talk too much about the match, but I'm glad American Alpha got the pin, because sooner or later they will be tag team champions. But now we're gonna move on to some other things. And speaking. The rating that I'm gonna give it a 3. I'm gonna give it a 3 because it was a good match, but no build. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3. Now, moving on to the next match on the card, and the first match on the show. Speaking of tag team, we have the SmackDown Tag Team Championships on the line. We have Heath Slater and Rhino defending against Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. So. The match was not all that, to be honest. The match was a 3. I like the fact that, first of all, you are disqualified if you touch anybody. So technically, Luke Harper, when he pushed Randy out of the way and to catch the spear, technically that's a disqualification. But still. I like the fact that the Wyatt family is united and all that stuff. Harper pushed Randy and took the gore from Rhino, and yeah. But I think the match was not all that, but the ending was good. I'm finally, the match ended. Bray Wyatt was trying to go for Sister Abigail, but Randy Orton was the legal man. He went for an RKO on. Bray was trying to go for the Sister Abigail, and Rhino was looking at Bray, and Randy comes out with an RKO out of nowhere, and he pins Rhino, and Bray and Randy are the new the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And I have to say, Bray Wyatt finally got a title in WWE. What is happening? The end is no. But yeah, finally Bray Wyatt finally Bray Wyatt, the man that we kept saying, Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is underrated. Bray Wyatt should have already gotten a title in WWE, even if it was a mid-card, a tag team, something like that. But finally he has it, and I like the fact that they had to put Randy Orton just to push Wyatt to the title picture. But yeah, I'm happy that Bray and Randy won. I wanted them to win, and who could take the title off of them? But to be honest, with that action that Randy did, stealing, he didn't technically steal but he stole the finisher from Bray, but still, Randy with an RKO, it kind of makes it through that if Bray and Randy are gonna lose the titles, it's going to be because of Randy double crossing Bray. I think Randy is still playing mind games. I do believe he's still playing mind games. Just the storyline makes it very, very good that he is doing that. He already now is a member of the Wyatt family, and he's loyal to Bray Wyatt and all that stuff. It makes you think about that. But in my opinion, I think Randy is still he's still like, I don't know. I think Randy is still I don't know. Randy is gonna turn on Wyatt. I think he's still playing with Wyatt and all that stuff. He did that back with the Authority. When he came back, he joined with the Authority again, but then he double-crossed Rollins and all that stuff. And I remember that. You remember what you did to me and all that stuff. And then they had the match at WrestleMania. So yeah. The match itself wasn't all that. I said the match was a 3 or something, but the fact that Bray Wyatt finally wins the title makes me put a 3.5 in this match. So yeah, happy that they won. Moving on to the next match on the card, we have a no disqualification match between Nikki Bella and Carmella. And the only thing I want to say about this match, it's going to be a no disqualification. They're going to do something very, very cool and all that stuff, but no. The match was very disappointing. In my opinion, I think Carmella should have won because she had a whole lot of momentum heading to TLC, because she cut a great promo on the SmackDown the go home SmackDown for TLC. I think she cut a great promo, and I think she should have won, in my opinion, but WWE, no, let's just give the win to Nikki Bella. And no disqualification matches you are supposed to use a lot of weapons. If they are in the main show, you are supposed to use some weapons, not like a kendo stick and a fire extinguisher, and that's it. Like, Nikki Bella sprayed Carmella with the fire extinguisher a whole lot of time, and then she went for the rack attack and won. I didn't quite understand that. I think the match should have been a good match. I think Carmella should have won. I think it should have made Carmella a top star. But then, if Carmella had won, I think Becky should have retained. But now that Nikki won, I think Nikki's going to be the next contender for the title. So, that's that. Or maybe not. Maybe now Nikki's going on a feud with Natalya, since Carmella told in the end of the match that Natalya was the responsible for the attack at Survivor Series. It only makes sense. It was either Natalya or Charlotte, but Natalya's a heel, and she wanted a spot on the Survivor Series team, not being a coach, of course. So yeah. So the match, I'm gonna give it a 2.5. Moving on to the next match on the card, we have the Intercontinental Championship on the line. We have The Miz defending against Dolph Ziggler in a ladder match. Now, one of the best matches on the card, definitely. And of course, Ziggler and Miz together, they put in a hell of a show together. it's amazing. I love what they do. It's great stuff. It was not quite their best match. I have to say that. In my opinion, the best match that they had was No Mercy. But it was still a good match. To be honest, I think this was the worst match that they had. I'm gonna be completely honest. I think from the pay-per-view standpoint, not the match that Miz won the title on SmackDown. That match was not very good. But I think from a pay-per-view standpoint, I think this was the worst match that they had. Even though they had ladders and all that stuff. I think No Mercy was the best one. Then it was Backlash. Then it was this one. So, yeah. I think it was good. It was very good. It was very, very good. But it just not quite makes it to the point of the others. Because, first of all, Ziggler, we should have had a Survivor Series. We should have had Ziggler versus Sami Zayn. That match would have stole the show. I can guarantee you that match would have stole the show. I think their styles would go out together. But no, WWE says no, and let's just put the title back on Miz. And Ziggler had a disappointing title reign. And now, when is he ever going to get the title again? Yeah, that's that. So, match ended when The Miz went for a low blow. The Miz and Ziggler went on the top of the ladder, and Miz went for 2 low blows, and they pushed Ziggler, and he grabbed the title, and Miz retains the title and dedicates the victory to Daniel Bryan. A feud that cannot happen. Or is Daniel Bryan secretly saying, or is Daniel Bryan secretly on the back training to face Miz at WrestleMania? Would it be for the title? It probably won't, because if Daniel wins, why would he be champion when he's the general manager and all that stuff? I don't know. So yeah, match for me is a 3.5. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. Moving on to the next match on the card, we have a simple one-on-one. It's not simple. A simple one-on-one match between Kalisto against Baron Corbin in a chairs match. And people were saying, do we care about this match? No. Is this match going to be relevant? No. But this match was actually very good. Surprisingly enough, this match was one of the best matches on the card. Surprisingly enough, it was. Because Kalisto taking huge bumps. He almost killed himself once. I think it was when Corbin did the deep 6 outside of the ring, I think. He almost killed himself. I didn't pay too much attention about this match. Because, first of all, I didn't watch the pay-per-view. I had to rewatch it. I had to rewatch the pay-per-view after it. So I didn't quite watch the pay-per-view. I didn't watch the pay-per-view live, but I then watched it after that. But I think this was a very good match. The ending was expectable. WWE and Smackdown more particularly are building Baron Corbin to be a main eventer. Even though, in my opinion, he should be one of the mid-carders. Corbin, Kalisto, Ziggler, Miz, Apollo Crews, Kurt Hawkins. Jesus Christ. I think Sami Zayn should be on SmackDown, but he's not. Now, the match ended when Kalisto was I don't know, was he gonna go for another frog splash or something? He was going to go for a jump to Corbin, and Corbin hit Kalisto with a chair in the head. I think it was in the head. It was either in the head or in the chest. But still, he hit Kalisto, and then he went for the end of days on the chairs. And I'm surprised that Corbin didn't sell that he completely hit the chairs when he hit the chairs. He hit his back on the chairs when he did the end of days. I don't know why he didn't sell that, but still. But yeah, Corbin won. End of days, 1, 2, 3. Baron Corbin wins the match. I'm gonna give this one a 3.5. This is probably, I think this is the best match that I gave Baron Corbin in general. I think this is the best match that I gave Baron Corbin since he arrived in WWE. So yeah. Moving on to the next match on the card, second to last match on the card, we have the SmackDown Live Women's Championship on the line. We have Becky Lynch defending against Alexa Bliss in a tables match. Now, this match was disappointing. I'll say that much. It was very disappointing. I was expecting Becky and Alexa to put in a hell of a show and to possibly steal the show in a tables match. First of all, I like the fact that they didn't do, oh, this is the it was the first tables match it was the first women's tables match ever, but they didn't do like it was with Sasha and Charlotte. Oh, this is, I mean, it isn't as big as it isn't as big as the Hell in a Cell match is, but still, they were building. Oh, this is the first Hell in a Cell match. This is the first Hell in a Cell match. This is the first women's Hell in a Cell match. But here, I like the fact that it's a tables match. Good. It's a tables match with women. That's fine. Heading to the match, I was kind of asking myself, how can Alexa, which she doesn't look like she's gonna break anything, break a table? And she didn't. She did not. She did not. Match wasn't really all that. I liked I liked one point where Becky went for the disarmer on Alexa when the tables, where the table was headed. I liked that one. It was very cool. Then we have Alexa poking Becky in the eyes, and then jumping down to the floor and doing a power bomb on Becky, and it threw the table. And then here you have it, your new SmackDown Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss. One, I'm sad that Becky lost because Becky is my favorite women's competitor in WWE. But then also, I really like Alexa. Alexa, she deserves it. She deserves it. I have to give her that. And I don't know. Becky just looks. She's great with the title. The title win was good. It was very good. But I just feel like Becky is much better chasing the title than I don't know. I heard some rumors that WWE is planning to turn Becky heel. Maybe to turn Becky heel on Nikki. Yeah, but then again, what baby faces do you have? It's only Nikki Bella. Is Naomi gonna go for the title? I mean, it could. Naomi's very underrated. But yeah. But Alexa Bliss is our new SmackDown Women's Champion, and I think Nikki Bella is going to be the next contender. I think, yes, Becky's going to earn her rematch and all that stuff, but this is not Raw. I believe that SmackDown is not going to treat the title like a hot potato like Raw is doing, and when we get to the roadblock, roadblock preview, I'll talk about that. I'll talk about the Iron Women match that was just announced yesterday. So, yeah, I'm happy that she won, but the match was disappointing for a tables match. It was disappointing, so I'm going to give it a 3. Yeah, I'm going to give it a 3. Moving on to the next match on the card, and the last match on the card, we have the main event of the evening. We have AJ Styles, the WWE World Championship on the line. We have AJ Styles defending against Dean Ambrose in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. Now, this match didn't have, oh my god, this is a crazy spot, and oh my god, holy crap. It had some very good spots. You have Ambrose elbow dropping AJ through the announce table. He put the ladder on the top of one announce table and jumped to the other. That was great. That was great stuff by Ambrose. Then you had AJ Styles, and these are the things that are making AJ Styles the best superstar in WWE. He's the best wrestler in WWE. He is, even in mic skills, I think he can top Seth Rollins and he can top Kevin Owens on the mic skills if he really can. If he really could. But he did a 450 to the outside to a table. That was awesome. You had what other spots did you have? Oh, Dean Ambrose going for dirty deeds on the table, on the stairs. But lo and behold, people didn't really want this to happen, but of course I said this was gonna happen. I predicted this on the Survivor Series pre-show. James Ellsworth came out, and people, WWE regular fans are gonna say, oh, James Ellsworth is gonna help Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose puts AJ down. AJ is down. Dean is gonna win the title. Dean is gonna win the title. James Ellsworth pushes Dean off the ladder, and down he goes through 2 tables. And James Ellsworth turns heel on Dean Ambrose. AJ Styles comes back to the ring, climbs the ladder, grabs the title. AJ Styles retains the WWE World Championship thanks to James Ellsworth. And he on Talking Smack said, oh, I did this because I beat AJ 3 times, I can beat him once again, and now I can be the champion. I can tell you that much, that AJ is going to face Ellsworth, and the match is not even going to start. I can tell you that Dean is going to beat the shit out of Ellsworth before the match begins. I can tell you that. I'm just saying. Ellsworth is going to get the crap kicked out of him. Ambrose is going to beat the shit out of him tonight. I'm telling you guys right now. Yeah, this is my prediction. That's for what's going to happen tonight. Of course, AJ... There are rumors that AJ is going to face Undertaker at Royal Rumble, but to be honest, Cena's taking time off, which I appreciate because I want to see Cena versus Taker. So please, John Cena, don't injure yourself until WrestleMania. But yeah, there are rumors that AJ Styles is going to face Undertaker at Royal Rumble. Then AJ is going to drop the title to Undertaker, to The Undertaker. Then Undertaker is going to face John Cena at WrestleMania for the title. Either Cena turns heel or something and wins the title, or Undertaker wins the match against John Cena and vacates the title. And then out comes AJ Styles coming right back. I hope he comes right back to the title if that happens. But there are rumors about that AJ is gonna face the Undertaker at the Royal Rumble. But I'm happy that AJ won. It was the only option. Dean cannot win. Dean now has a fresh rivalry with James Ellsworth. He now is probably gonna face James Ellsworth at the Royal Rumble or something. But yeah, now Dean has a good rivalry. Still, now you can cheer him as hell as a babyface because AJ Styles is... Everybody cheers AJ Styles. I mean, you can't deny AJ Styles is cheered as hell. We're no longer in the boo the heels, cheer the faces. Roman Reigns. Yeah, that kind of gimmick, so... Yeah. But I think the match was good. The match was very, very good. I'm going to give it a 4. Happy that AJ won. And I'm just saying, get those slammies ready because AJ Styles is being the breakout star, the superstar of the year, and possibly the match of the year, because the match that he had with Cena. He probably can have those 3 slammies. So yeah. Just get the slammies ready. But AJ's winning breakout star. Hands down, he's winning a superstar of the year. And I mean, he's winning. He's probably winning the slam. This is another contender. You have AJ versus Cena, and then you have Sammy versus Owens. This is probably the 2 best matches that you saw this year. So yeah. So that is going to be it for our WWE TLC review, not preview. That's gonna be it for our WWE TLC review. I hope you guys enjoyed. As a whole, I'll give this pay-per-view a 3.5. I say all the pay-per-views, all the WWE pay-per-views this year were not good and were not bad. It were a 3.5 for me. I think there were some great matches, and then there were some lame matches throughout the card. So yeah, I'm gonna give this one a 3.5, a regular 3.5, not a 3.5 minus, not a 3.5 plus, a 3.5. So yeah, that's gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the channel as well, because I really appreciate it if you guys do that. I will see you all in the next time.